Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast to guide you home into your human journey here on Earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard, and it is my delight to co-create with Gaia and share our messages from Source in this now moment. Here we go. Episode 478. It is Friday here in Cincinnati. It's raining outside. It is a glorious spring day. Everything is blooming, and there is a lot to condense into a very short amount of time. I have squished myself between appointments, so I think we have 14 minutes for our podcast episode today. And it's perfect because I feel like that's the point of what is happening right now, energetically, astrologically, in different ways for each of us, how it's playing out. But I keep describing it as like a squeeze. I feel like we are in between who we were and who we're becoming in a more potent way than perhaps ever before. And we're feeling the squeeze. Or at least if you're listening to this, you're probably an energetic match to what I'm doing in my life, which is why you felt called to this podcast. So you're also feeling them. For many teachers, this is the end of the school year. My husband's a teacher and I have lots of teacher friends. And there's that sense of, I got to get everything in before the school year ends. And there's so much to do and there's not enough time. For us here in my family, my husband and I are about to go on a vacation, a dream vacation to Europe, and there's 2 weeks. Like we'll be in Europe in 2 weeks, and I can feel there's so much to do. And is there enough time for me to have everything complete before we leave? So that's kind of the intensity of what I'm bringing. And how are we going to navigate it? Are we going to be stressed out the whole time, or are we going to really step into this with curiosity and wonder and an open, my friends keep saying, beginner's mind, open to all the possibilities? So let's take a breath together as we tap into this energy. And I'm going to try to condense what I have been exploring and really mining through. That's the title for today, Mining the Records. I'm going to try to condense it into a really potent, clear, energetic transmission that is available for you to receive, and then you'll know what it activates in you and what to do with it and where to go from here. So mining the records. The image that came to mind when I was meditating after my calls this morning and before this podcast, the image that came to mind was of Doctor Strange. I don't know if you're an Avengers fan. If you are, let me know which movie it was. It was one of the ones in the series. It may have been Infinity Games, Infinity Wars, whatever that was called. It may have been the Doctor Strange movie. But there's a moment where he's the time traveler, the wizard who can move back and forth between dimensions and timelines and, manipulate energy and move things around and streamline so that in his role, humanity evolves in the way that is the highest for humanity. There's a scene where he knows they're at a crossroads, they're at a threshold, and either humanity and consciousness and Star wants something outside. Humanity consciousness is going to have its next expression, or it's going to be destroyed. And he's sitting in his sort of lotus position, arms crossed, meditating, and he's kind of levitating on top of a rock. And everyone's moving around, and all the games and things are happening around him. And his eyes, you can see, are going, and he's moving through all the options. And then he opens his eyes and he's like, there's only one option left. Here's what has to happen. And then he tells them. And then I won't ruin the movie for you. You need to watch the movie. It's incredible. It's incredible. That's the sense I have for all of us right now. We're doing it collectively as a humanity here on this planet, but we're also doing it individually. And I believe let me see how to say this the best way. The more of us individually who come into that highest alignment, that highest integrity of why our soul is here on this planet, and the faster we do it, the faster the evolution of humanity, all coming together as one. So when I talk about all of humanity coming together as one, I often get this pushback of, that's a dream, it's never going to happen, you're in some sort of bubble, rose-colored glasses, and I don't even know how you think that will ever be a possibility. I believe everything that is happening, all of the shit that's coming to the surface, all of the division and separation that we are experiencing is the mining of the stuff that's out of alignment, the bringing of the records up to be reviewed, to be looked at, so that we as a humanity can look at how we are in relationship to the consciousness of our planet. And I believe our planet is bringing it all up for us. And so there's this whole energy field that I call Gaia, many of us call Gaia, that I believe our souls all call Gaia. There's this beautiful energy field that all of us as souls agreed when we came into, we would contribute something. We would, as souls, come into Gaia and contribute something. And in exchange, Gaia would allow us the experience. It's like paying for a ticket to go into an amusement park. You can do whatever you're going to do in the amusement park, but you got to pay the ticket to get in. And then what you do once you're there, it's up to you. All the options are available. Gaia is this energy field, this play space, this mirror world, like in the Avenger movies, this mirror world where we get to try different things, experiment with different things, understand, connect, communicate, blow things up, destroy things, rebuild things, recreate things. And Gaia just holds the space for us to do that. So if we all agreed individually as souls to come in for some sort of co-creation, it's absolutely possible that part of our ticket, our admission price was, we're all eventually going to find our way back together. We as a humanity will remember that we made this agreement with Gaia, and then we're going to come together and create something incredible with Gaia. The division, the separation, will eventually not be necessary for us to learn, not be necessary for us to create. We'll harness our attention, our remembering, our focus, and we'll create something with Gaia as one human species that we agreed to before we came here, that we knew was a potential reality. It's like Gaia giving us the ticket and saying, here's the dream, let's see what you can do with it. Or like for an amusement park, here's the ticket, you can go on every single ride, let's see how long it takes you. Let's see how patient you are waiting in line. Let's see if you're actually committed to going through all of the rides together. And along the way, who are you going to meet and talk with and hang out and go on the rides with? What do you want to do while you're here? So, I know this is all over. I'm condensing it in as concisely as possible. Here's what I feel. As we individually mine through our own records, sift through our own awareness, our own memories, our own stored experiences, I believe we will start to find the gems, the treasures, the ahas. So, let me give you an example. I don't even have a good example right now. It's so individual for each one of us. I believe we are in a review time of our stories, of our lives, of the things that we have already created so far. And in that review process, this is Pluto in Aquarius starting to go backwards now towards Pluto in Capricorn for one last little taste. Just started a couple weeks ago. It's going to keep going back until September. and then we'll touch Capricorn, and we'll start to make our way back towards Aquarius. And in November, when Pluto and Aquarius start going forward, all the mining and sifting and sorting has given us the diamonds, the ahas, the treasures, at a soul level. So our human is having all these things, experiences, loops, reviews, disappointments, frustrations about the way we've lived, how we have or haven't achieved our dreams yet, the level to which we've achieved our dreams, the things that are holding us back. Like, there's all this stuff that I believe is coming up for us. As we sort through that, as we mine through the records, we're going to find the clarity, the ahas, the soul things where we're like, oh my gosh, this is why I'm here. This is what I remember. Or this is the opening of the remembering. And so I'm going to hold that little treasure. And I'm going to sit with it and look at it and explore it and refine it. I almost called today's episode Refining. But it's deeper than that. It's mining. It's examining the records, examining our own Akashic records, our own soul stories, our own human experiences, going back through. And then we find the nuggets, the treasures, and then we can explore them and go, oh, this feels really significant. This thread in my whole life is actually one that I want to hold on to as a definition of who I'm becoming, of why I'm here. And I believe as we clarify and sort through and mine through all of this, there's going to be such a clear path that will unfold in our awareness, that will become clear in our awareness. And our soul is going to be guiding that process of remembering. And it's going to go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And eventually will come into such clear alignment individually. The soul, the body, the mind, in harmony in this unique lifetime. Straight as an arrow forward, knowing exactly where we're going and why we're here and what we're here to contribute. I keep looking at my alarm, so I'm like, I don't want to be late. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. As we come into that alignment individually, our power, our magnetism, our energy, our electricity within ourselves is going to be so much more powerful and magnetic that we're going to call people towards us who are in harmony with our vision, our work, our soul's path. And as all of that starts to strengthen and become more powerful and more of us are globbing together to be in these groupings of energetic alignment, things are going to start happening on our planet that are extraordinary. It's already happening. It's already happening. And it's going to become more and more potent. And then you're going to see unification. You're going to see dreamers coming together and expanding, multiplying dreams. This is Pluto in Aquarius energy. You're going to see incredible communities coming together with common, aligned, high vibrational, high frequency purposes. More than we're even, like, it's this right now. It's the top of the surface right now of what's going to start happening. And it's going to happen so rapidly and so powerfully. It's 5 years from now, you're going to see this video and you'll be like, how did she know? How did she know? Because my soul remembers that this is why I'm here. And I'm here to help us all remember our individual awakening, whatever it is, and then encourage us to stay in alignment and integrity with that truth, with that knowing, and create from that space. Watch what's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. So I'm keeping it super brief for today. A couple of nuggets for you. If you hear all this and you're like, I don't even know what to do, I have a page. Well, you can go to my Instagram, and on lots of my posts, it will talk about Remember Gaia. If you respond to one of those posts or send me a DM or a message and say Remember Gaia through Instagram, you will get a link to my guided meditation where I introduce you again to Gaia in the way that I understand her, and it opens up a memory for you. So that's one. If you're aware that you need support, shifting your energy and realigning your chakras so that you can be in that individual integrity, mind, body, soul, there is an attunement that I created on Mother's Day just this past weekend, and it is whatever the date was, May something. It's a visualization meditation that you can access for a year. It's $111, and it will rebirth your chakras in a way that will be extraordinary for you. And if you're on Insight Timer, this week on Sunday, I am hosting my first live meditation on that platform. So you can join us there live if you are a member of Insight Timer, and find me 10 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. I will be doing a live meditation for free in the app. So lots of ways for us to play. And if you're really in your stuff and you need support, I offer infinite embodiment sessions, activation sessions that will light you up. Okay, I have to go. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Mwah. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.